So what's your biggest struggle when it comes to getting started and staying motivated? Motivation is one of the things that I hear quite often in our free group. I'm just not motivated to either get started, or once I get started, I lose interest and then I just can't keep going. And so I was thinking about motivation. So I like to think of motivation as being a magical, mystical unicorn. We like to think that it's there, but the reality is we've never seen one. So motivation is a little bit like the roller coaster ride at the theme park. If you think about it, sometimes it's up and sometimes it's down. So it's one of those things that never really stays with us. So I like to think about it as being like reframing it, using a different word rather than I'm not motivated. So really, scraping away all the surfaces, like, peeling it away and just really digging into it. Well, what's the real reason? Okay, I don't have motivation, but, is there something else there that is stopping me from, making that change, to get started, to actually, keep going once I get started? Because, what happens is once we get started, that motivation kicks in. So, and I really like to reframe that as being more momentum than anything. So we've gained some type of traction as such, and so we just keep going with it. And so I think it's always about just finding what's that small action, that thing that you can do to just get started. And so I was talking with my free group this morning, and I was talking about that all in, all out, or that black and white way of thinking. And so what that means is that we can actually go, well, okay, I can't work out because I don't have 30 minutes or I don't have an hour or however long you spend on a workout. And so, but, I might very much have 10 minutes available to me. And when I've got that 10 minutes, well, I can take advantage of that and I can do it. And so sometimes that blockage can just be how we're thinking about it rather than actually taking those steps. So it is about small steps and the progress that we make. So it's not about looking at that end goal. But here's one of the things that I do notice about motivation is sometimes it's an external source that happens, that draws us in to give us that motivation that we really, really need. And so I'm thinking about Maria here. Now, Maria is a woman who has been working out with me for a really, really long time. And Maria's been on the roller coaster, ups and downs. Sometimes she's really consistent. Sometimes life just gets in the road for her and she doesn't make it. But she always turns up, or she always lets us know what's going on if she can't get there. So one of the things that just happened with Maria is, she was at the doctor's and the doctor actually just said to her, Maria, it's like this, if you don't get that cholesterol down, you keep telling me you're going to do it, and I know you've done it in the past, I'm going to put you on medication. And she's going, no, I don't want medication. And so what happened was, I have just recently finished our 28-day Fueled Up transformation program. And so Maria's done this program before and she's had tremendous success in getting her cholesterol levels down. Actually, just thinking about how she was eating and just following a plan and getting it done. And so there was her motivation. She went, I don't want to be on medication, so I'm going to do something about it. And so she rocked up and she gave it. But I have never, ever seen these results. I've had a mind blow. It's like it's just been gone. I had to actually go and check that I typed it in right and that the calculation had come through right. And I said to her, is that right? I had to check it. And she's gone, yeah, it's right. And she said, I was 100%. I drank the water that my body needed. I followed the food 100%. I worked out 100%. I did it all. And I know that that is what it takes. You know, I'm moving forward. I'm going to give myself that little bit of grace to be able to still, you know, enjoy other things that I like as well too. But I know it takes me that time and space and commitment to actually do it. Let me tell you what she achieved. 70 centimeters off her body. Like, oh, they were telling me this morning at the 7 a.m. session that she was in there just showing off her waist and she was so proud. She said she's sleeping better, she's got better energy, and you know she's going back to the doctors this week to get her results back, and I'm sure that she's going to have great success with it. That's 70 centimeters. That's just amazing in 28 days. But she lost 4.7 kilos. But here's the kicker, it was 5.6% body fat. And that's because she combined what she was eating, what she was drinking, you know, with the exercise, but not just that. With those other critical aspects of our well-being, you know, sleeping, you know, getting her good quality sleep, you know, managing her stress and all of those things. So she just got it done, but she had that motivation, and that motivation came from an external source. Now, I know June's another one, and look, I could tell you of many ladies who have been through this process of waiting for the motivation to happen. So June's the same, you know, she felt like an old lady. She said, I'm just in my 60s and I'm not like an old lady, but I can't sleep properly because I've got all these pains in my body. But I know when I exercise, I don't have the pain. And so she had just had this a cycle of things happening to her where she was getting injuries all the time. And so she stepped up and she went, enough's enough. I'm going to do something. I'm not going to wait for that magical, mystical unicorn called motivation. I've got it, because that pain now that I'm experiencing is greater than the pain of not doing anything. So I'm going to get it done. And so it is about reframing it, just thinking about when you tell yourself that I'm just not motivated, I wish I could find my motivation. Think about it from why is it important to you? Really go deep on it, soul search for it. As I said, they were two external sources. But sometimes it comes from the internal source as well too, you know. So you're just not feeling right, and you know you're not feeling right. And that's what it was for me. You know, I just kept on going back to the doctors going, there's something wrong. I'm just, you know, I'm in my 40s. That was 20 years ago, right? I'm in my 40s and I'm just not, I'm having a sleep of an afternoon. I'm having nana naps, and it's just, I haven't got that energy and that vibrance, and I'm not sure what's going on. You know, look, after a bit of searching and whatnot, we did find out what was going on. But I had that motivation to keep persisting in going, there's something wrong. But it didn't stop me from, you know, trying to eat better and trying to keep up with exercise. Even though I was feeling lousy, I kept on doing it. And it is about those small actions, you know, those tiny little things that we do day in, day out that have the biggest impact on our lives. So you don't have to have that boots and all attitude. You don't have to go in 100%. Although, you know, like Maria had fantastic results doing 100%. But it's not about that. It's about starting where you are and just, you know, doing away with that thought that says, I'm not motivated. Reframe it and say, why am I feeling this way? What am I experiencing? Am I okay with it staying this way? And if your answer to all of those things are, no, I'm not, then you've got that motivation. So you have that opportunity to just do one thing. Don't think about the end thing. Don't think about the goal. Just think about, what am I going to do? And it could be something as simple as, doing push-ups on your kitchen bench when you're boiling the kettle to have your cup of coffee of a morning. It doesn't have to be big, but it's just about starting. Then once you start, just keep doing it. So find the space where you can do it and continue with it. And that's what I love about finding something in your house that you can link it to. They call it habit stacking, right? And so you go, okay, when I'm cleaning my teeth, I'm going to do this. When I'm waiting for the kettle to boil, I'm going to do this. So it's something that you do day in, day out, that you can attach it to or stack it to, and then what you'll do is just keep doing it. And hey, if you miss it one day, and I often miss things, I try not to, but sometimes I do miss things, then I just go, okay, back on it, get straight back to it. So, if I miss my workout, then, and I'm feeling like I have no energy, it's like, okay, what am I going to go and do? So it could just be a walk outside. It could be getting my rebounder out and jumping on my mini tramp, or it could be actually going and doing an exercise program, but it's something. So listen to your body. Don't allow your mind to actually take control and say you're not motivated, because it will never come. Look for that internal or external source that will give you the lift that you need to make that first step. And remember, it doesn't have to be a big one. So it's Peta here from Strong Healthy Women. Hope you've enjoyed today. Give me some love, give me some hearts, give me some likes. And if you would like to come and join me over in my free group, it's Women Over 50, Get Active and Healthy, where I am in there each day giving tips and how-tos on how to live your most active, healthy life. So take care, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.